is worth it. I know I will be successful. It is just a matter of having the patience to find the right woman.
I think it's your first time, yes, in Ukraine. Our city is very warm.
A group of foreign men, thousands of miles from home, and a journey most wouldn't dare to take. Foreign men travel to Ukraine with one clear mission: to explore their dating options with Slavic women. After hours of flights and a cross-border bus ride, the men officially arrive at their very first destination, the historic city of Odessa.
Today we are having a walking tour around historical center. This is, you should understand, this is more historical center now and touristic area. In our opera house that we are moving now, inside there was Turkish room.
But before the matchmaking begins, it's time to get their bearings. The guys head straight out for a walking tour, exploring the stunning architecture, rich history, and unique culture of Odessa firsthand.
Easter eggs we painted in different colors because it's like the symbol of life. I would like to tell you some story about this passage. Look at these beautiful girls. The center is full of monuments, but they are closed. To the street, to your hotel, other way. We cross the street, and this restaurant where we meet tonight. We'll have social tonight.
The casual sightseeing is over. Now, the real reason they came to Ukraine begins. It's time to meet the ladies.
Всем привет! Всем здрасте, девочки! Guys, this is going to be your interpreters. Please spend 5 minutes to get to know them, okay? And to tell them your information.
But before speed dating, the clients have one crucial stop. Right outside the venue, they're introducing themselves to their matchmakers, the ultimate wing women for the night ahead. These aren't just language interpreters. They are local guides, cultural advisors, and the key to breaking the ice. With a quick strategy session down and wing women by their side, the guys are officially ready to start dating Ukrainian women. With a ratio of nearly 10-to-1, the room is absolutely packed with over 100 Ukrainian women from all over Odessa. Tonight, everyone is dressed to impress, and the room is alive with incredible energy. For these men, the biggest challenge isn't finding a date. It's deciding who to talk to first. There's a palpable sense of excitement in the air. Both the men and women are waiting for their moment to make their first introductions during this free-form dating event. By the end of the night, success is in the air. with phone numbers exchanged and one-on-one dates officially lined up. Most men are guaranteed to have some incredibly busy days ahead, but definitely the good kind of busy. The night wraps up with high energy, a few party games for the ladies, and an open dance floor where everyone can let loose, laugh, and celebrate together. The first night in Odessa is officially in the books, and the journey is just getting started. The men head out on a city tour, taking in the breathtaking sights, incredible monuments, and rich culture of this resilient metropolis before trading their walking shoes for suits.
He was entering the monastery. He couldn't just ride a horse or a carriage. UNESCO list Lavra Monastery of Kyiv. You may see how huge it is, and it is divided into two parts. Now we are at the museum part. It is National Preserve, as I mentioned, included into UNESCO list. You can just cut it. That ruins. Let us come closer a little bit to this piece of the wall. The classic name for this church, for this cathedral, is the Dormition Cathedral, the Dormition of Virgin Mary. You will see these two big towers. They are modern, they are quite expensive near the river. But still, they are at the left bank. I will not give you exact price. I will just compare with the cheapest. The cheapest will be at the suburbs, far from metro, from Soviet times. It's another entrance, another beautiful church of the 18th century. There are several monuments that were added already in the modern times. It's very popular among the couples for the dates because of the beautiful views, mostly. And another huge island in the middle of the river. It is Ukraine.
Tonight, the energy in the room is unmatched. We have over 100 sophisticated, family-oriented women from all across Kyiv, all here for one reason: to find a genuine, cross-cultural connection. With a room this massive, the matchmaking team goes into overdrive. Translators and coordinators are on the floor, breaking the ice and turning spark into flame. And the guys? They are locked in, putting their best foot forward and making every single conversation count. From deep conversations about traditional values to light-hearted laugh, the night unfolds effortlessly. The initial nerves are completely gone, replaced by the real, tangible possibility of a future.
Oops, I did it again. I don't know if I'll make the night away. That's the night away. That's the night away. No matter what they say. That's the night away. That's the night away. That's the night away.
Over 100 incredible women, countless deep connections, and a night the guys will never forget. But the journey is far from over, because tomorrow, the real chemistry tests begin during one-on-one dates. Now the energy shifts from the big room to the real world. The guys have walked away with numbers in hand, and their schedules for one-on-one dates are completely locked in. But does it actually work? We caught up with Lucky to get the truth about what it's really like to date Ukrainian women as a foreigner. No scripts, no filters, just his experience.
How you can describe your experience?
I would say, as I said before, this is my first time and it's kind of like a learning experience. Learned a lot of things and also I had like so much fun, like, you know, with like amazing people and learning more about Ukrainian culture, Ukrainian food, and being on a couple of dates with a different mindset of women. So it's actually really great, yeah.
Do you prefer to meet the girls on a social more or one-on-one introductions?
I mean, like, I don't mind both, but I think like meeting girls at the social is much more easier, and I think atmosphere around it just gives you that comfort, you know. So you got your boys around, like staff around, and like, you know, so you will be, at first maybe you might get frozen up or like you might be shy or hesitant or something like that, but once you get into the rhythm, like after 5-10 minutes you'll be fine. You just go and talk to people, because like at the socials everybody's there for the same thing. It's the same goal, just to find their right man or woman, like the right partner. So like just keep talking and see how the chemistry goes with each and everyone, and then find your girl.
How do you feel being around all the guys? Did you make any friends?
Yes, I made some good friends, and also like share some stories, and we hang out, and even going on the tours, like we're just having a good chat and everything. Definitely we exchanged numbers, we made a group chat, and we decided that to, like, if anyone is like a successful story, you know, please share, because we just want every man to be successful.
Did you meet any like good girls that can be the option for the future wife?
Yes, definitely. Obviously, there are 2 women like in my top list, and like, you know, I'm thinking to communicate further, like even though if I go back home and see how it goes. Yeah.
Do you have a plan? Because long-term relationship, long-distance relationships, it is hard to maintain.
Of course.
And you usually have to have a plan.
Yes.
Do you have a plan where you're going to meet them, or in how many months is you planning to meet, somewhere or in Ukraine?
I'm actually open to that, but for me the main thing is how the relationship develops with this woman. So that is actually what I'm focusing on. If that is really strong, then I'm actually open to meet anywhere, Ukraine, anywhere in Europe. It depends. I can just pack my luggage and then just get on a flight. Even though I live far away in New Zealand, 35 hours flight, I don't mind, because it is worth, because you're looking for a life partner, it is very important. But for me, rather than planning a trip where to meet, I focus on building a relationship with that woman.
How is the girls at the in-house helping translators?
The girls, like the assistants, like how to call it, the staff, they are really great. But I will this is what I wanted to tell you. First 1 or 2 days, I was like considering them are like staff or like my matchmaker or something like that. But 3rd day, I started to consider them as my family.
Yeah, we all became friends.
We all became friends, you know. It's like everyone knows everyone, and they're getting to know each other, and it's like started sharing like personal stories and get bonding, going for dinners together and everything. The staff here, the representatives here are like very, very kind and very, very thoughtful. You know, like what they try to do is like they try to get to know you, because like they know some of the girls and they will advise you if she's the right match or not. And also they are completely aware that like men can be a little bit, I would say, oh, she's super hot, I just wanted to go, like no matter how the mindset is, how the attitude is, but they will advise you, listen, it is just not about the looks all the time, it is also about the character, attitude, whether you both are compatible or not. They will give you advice, but at the same time they won't tell you what to do, but they will give you their best advice and they will leave the option for you to choose.
What would you tell to the guys who is watching us for years, who is still thinking, should they go on a tour or not? What would you recommend to the guy who is still thinking, oh, maybe, I don't know if it's gonna work for me or not, I don't know, should I go or not?
I would say, like everyone is saying, like it is 100% worth it, you just do it. But also make sure, like plan like a little bit of a buffer zone, like just in case if you meet your right, you should be able to spend more time, so just plan in that way, but definitely come for the tour. Because now I have seen it, this is worth it, I know I will be successful. It is just a matter of having the patience to find the right woman. You got like the experienced people here to help you, to make you successful. It is just like how committed you are.
Interested? Learn more at
ukrainesingles.com.